this week I got several things in the mail I've been really bad about keeping up with in my mailbox. But since I had some really cool things come in and I've been snowed in for 2 weeks, might as well and do a little vlog. One thing I won from the Book Vixen, and she is so cool. If you are not following her blog or on Twitter, you need to. She does young adult and adult, but I won the romance pack. So we've got Paula Graves' Case File Canyon Creek in Wyoming. We have Linda Ford's Dakota Child. It's a little bit better. This I have read, Her Best Friend by Sarah Mayberry, and it's actually on the adult pack that I'm giving away for the Book Followers blog that I have going on right now. I read this because I knew I was giving it away, and look at the cover, it looks so sweet. It is a good read, so hopefully whoever wins that will enjoy this as well. And I'm really looking forward to this, Kelsey Cole, Pleasure of a Dark Prince, but I think it's like, I can get that in. I think it's like number 9 in a series, and so I don't know if it's a standalone or not, so I'm really going to have to go back and investigate that, but wow, love the abs. I got an advanced review copy. I won this, The Lost Saint, and I know it's already out now in print, so you can buy this if you don't have it. I can't remember who I won this from, but I also got the nail polish as well. It's really cool. I'm going to leave a link at the bottom to where I won this because they do need to get kudos for that. I got, let's see, this one is my current read. And if you've been following me on Twitter or talking to me on Twitter, you know I've been trying to read this for 2 days. Something always happens. I'm always trying to put something together. I'm easily distracted anyway. Someone starts talking to me and away I go. But The Near Witch, you can't see that very well, the light. But anyway, The Near Witch by Victoria Schwab. I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about this. Just big caps and love, love, love. So I really, really want to get into that. So that's my weekend project. I got this in a couple of weeks ago. It's called The Lens and the Looker. It's from Lori S. Kaufman. It's a dystopian. It's a young adult. The reason why and this is also courtesy of the publicist at Authors on the Web, Wiley, and Stacy at Young Adult Fantasy Guide, because I do put all of my Young Adult Fantasy reviews on the Young Adult Fantasy Guide website as well. And so sometimes if Stacy's backed up and I have some time, or if a book looks really interesting to me, she'll ask me if I want to read it. And this is one of those books. I have started it. I do have some, like The Near Witch is part of the Area Codes book tour, so I do have a time frame that I need to read that and send that off. So I do keep getting, I start and I stop for The Lens and the Looker. And so far, I don't know enough to actually tell you one way or the other, other than it does seem interesting, and it seems like a different take on the dystopia that's been going on around right now. This, I've heard a lot about. I got 2 books from the library, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to read them, or I might just keep renewing them as long as I can. But I've heard really good things about The Poison Study. Try not to get a glare on that. So I'm really interested in trying to get to this, but we'll see how it goes. And this is another one I've heard wonderful things about, and I didn't expect it to come into the library so quickly, but The Demon's Lexicon. This is also a series. Oh, huge glare, man. But I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about this. So this one I'm going to try to hold on to, or if I run out of time, I'm just going to go back and recheck it out. The Kindle, my wonderful Kindle. I'm not an ebook phobe. I love ebooks, so that's not ever an issue. But I did get a few requests for reviews, and these were some self-published. I don't have an issue with self-published either. But again, just like with everything, you always get an honest review. One I'm really looking forward to getting to is part of the Peachville High Demons Young Adult series by Sarah Cannon. She seems really sweet online as well, so I know that shouldn't have any effect on it. But the first book in the series is Beautiful Demons, and the second one is Inner Demons, and both of those are out now. She has a third one. I don't remember the title of that, but it's coming out, I don't remember when. I'll put links at the bottom. But it's basically about this teenage girl. She's been in foster care. Odd things keep happening, and so she's being bounced from foster home to foster home. but it's the paranormal side of it. So there are things that she can't control. And so she ends up being sent to this reform school, or I don't know, juvenile detention type school, because she's gone through so many foster homes. And basically what it comes down to is this little town of Peachville has a big secret, and oddly enough she probably is a part of it because she has these special powers. But it basically talks about murdered cheerleaders, and we all love murdered little happy cheery cheerleaders, and the small town has a big secret. So I am interested to read that. Another one that I bought on the Kindle this week, it was a free. I love the free reads, and the Book Vixen, again, is wonderful about letting you know about those, is Dreaming Anastasia. I'm so horrible. I need to start writing these blogs down. But a book called The Pack Challenge, it's an adult read, it's an adult romance read by Sherry Lawrence. And I hear this, I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about this too. But basically, whenever I read it, the cover, of course, was hot, but it starts out with, what's an alpha male to do? I can kind of think a lot of things an alpha male can do, so I was so in on that. I didn't even have to read the rest of that synopsis. And the last thing that I'm looking at, but I don't know when I will get to it, it's called The Tinkerer's Daughter. It's by Jamie Sedgwick. It's a steampunk young adult, and if you've looked at my blog, I am looking for some steampunk, because I read the Vampire Empire, The Grey Friar. It's book 1 in the Vampire Empire series by Clay and Susan somebody. I don't remember them either. Again, link on the bottom. And I loved that book. Even though it's not necessarily young adult per se, it can be loved by both adult or young adults. It has a really nice romance in there, and a completely different take on vampires and novels also. And then I read The Iron Duke, which is completely an adult book, so seriously 18 and above is my recommendation. Granted, I read some things younger than that when I was growing up, but I'm just saying. The Iron Duke is a really good read, but those are the only 2 steampunks that I've read, but I'm really impressed with both. So if you have any good steampunk titles, please shoot them my way, because I am looking for a month that I just want to try to feature steampunk. So The Tinkerer's Daughter hopefully will show up at that point in time too. I got some really nice swag from Amy Holder, and she sent this little postcard with it, and it says, Julie, thanks for reading and reviewing my book, and it is The Lipstick Laws, by the way. It is a young adult book. I hope you like this swag. Well, yeah, I love this swag. We've got a magnet here of the Lipstick Laws. And I have several of these, so they'll be popping up in giveaways. Actually, my 2 giveaways that I'm doing this month, you'll get signed bookmarks. Here's a signed bookmark from the Lipstick Laws. Temporary tattoos and stickers. So that came in. She also sent along, because she's part of the class of 2K11. Debut authors, she sent along some of the stickers and bookmarks for that as well. So those are included. And then I also got some swag from one of the self-published authors that I really like as well. She's an adult author. And the book that I read is called Playfling. Her name's Amber Scott, and if you like adult contemporary romance, I do suggest you try Amber out. But one thing that she sent was these little door hangers. You naughty girl. But it has, here comes the good part, and oh, she has some good parts. And the other, I hope the glare is not too bad, but oh, that's such a hot door. I'm hanging this on every door I have in my home. My poor husband, I don't care. It gives us all inspiration. He goes to the gym. And we've got, she sent some swag from some of her favorite authors, and Touched by an Alien, which I have seen this title around some. I don't know much about it, but I'm interested in looking at it. Her name, the author is, I want to say Jeannie? I want to say, and it's K-O-C-H. Some people might, I'm going to say Cook. I knew somebody who spelled it this way and they said Cook. I might be wrong, and I apologize. Lip Balm from the Brethren novel series. So those of you who enter the giveaways, you will be seeing some of this in your packs that you get. Bookmark from Double Cross, Carolyn Crane, I'm sorry. Michael, the Brethren Protector, another hot bod. A signed little booklet of Anne Charles. It's Nearly Departed in Deadwood, and it's part of her book, but she did sign them, and you have some chapter thingies in there. So, you know, just cutesy little things to send along. And I think that's all that I have for this week. Hopefully I will be more diligent on this, and looking forward to hearing if you guys have any steampunk recommendations. And again, look for the links on the bottom for the wonderful people and blogs that I forgot their names. Have a good weekend.